Recently, there's been a bit of an Adderall shortage, so we're gonna need some other sort of pick-me-up to start the show. Bring out the bag.
Take your pick, Mark.
Okay, we have Atomic Rhino smelling salts.
Welcome to This Week in Money, baby.
Are you good? Is it in your eyes?
I'm crying. What the fuck was that? Ow.
Where did you find these?
My brain hurts. Can I get a tissue?
We stand by our product 100%. Why?
It's like I just watched Air Bud.
Well, now that we're all,
What was that supposed to do, aside from hurt your brain?
the Atomic Rhino Promise. If you do not get the effect which would warrant the name Atomic Rhino, we will give you a full refund and an apology.
I would like an apology to Atomic Rhino. I would very much like an apology. Holy shit.
It's International Women's Day.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Speaking of women, a New York City TikToker is going viral for her challenge to go on 28 dates over 28 days. And none other than Mark Moran will be going on a date with Marin tonight.
This week in Mark's dating life is what I like to call it. That's how I'm going to kick off the segment with her at dinner.
How did you get introduced?
I saw the headline of the Bloomberg article. I didn't read it, but I saw it and I was like, you know what? My dating life, it's interesting to say the least. I like a challenge. So I tagged her in an Instagram story. She responded and now we're going out. Simple as that.
Good luck.
How do you think you're gonna compare it to all those other dates?
A lot better. I'm the best first date ever, by far. Anyone will say that. When it gets to second, third, relationships, I'm not that good, but best first date ever.
I relate to that.
Kalshi wants you to trade on the outcome of real-world events, including natural disasters. Kalshi's under some heat for sending out mass emails to the followers of a Bloomberg reporter's Twitter, asking them to sign up, come in, and trade on things like inflation, unemployment, hurricanes, the Fed rates, and more. Mark, how do we feel about trading on hurricanes?
So Brian, Kalshi, which is this exchange where you can bet on outcomes of events, and let me check my notes, including whether some retiree in Florida is going to have their whole house net worth decimated in a hurricane. That seems phenomenal. What a great company.
American capitalism at its finest. Is this
It's
a
ridiculous.
casino
Yeah.
or the stock market?
How can you? Why should? Who would want to do that?
Well, if you're in a hurricane zone and you might get your entire house decimated, it's like an insurance hedge, right?
Aren't you worried about evacuating? Than playing the Kalshi? Is that what the kids are doing? They're playing Kalshi these days? Gen Zs? I wonder if we can also, do things with kind of rates of cancer or other horrible.
Ooh, let's bet on like our friends, like when they're gonna die, what diseases they're gonna get. I have some ideas.
JPMorgan CEO Jamie Dimon says, quote, "We love Florida," end quote. As more people and businesses migrate south. Guys, what do we think about Jamie Dimon and his stance on Florida? What do we think about Florida in general, Serena?
I love Florida.
Yeah?
I really do love
Low
Florida.
taxes, what else?
Let me tell you about
Okay,
Florida.
I'm listening.
One time, I ordered a pasta at a restaurant in Florida, and it came with a side cup of melted butter.
Ooh.
I love Florida. I agree with him 100%. I mean, in Florida, you could be like a complete degenerate and you'll just blend in. So that's what I enjoy about it.
Another news story coming out about Sam Bankman and FTX. The judge is frustrated by all of his communications, so they're dialing him back to the use of just a flip phone.
Oh.
Sorry, Sam. No more Twitter Spaces or live streams.
No more Twitter Spaces.
Oh no.
Who gives a fuck? But let me tell you something. This is very Gen Z. This is very Y2K. This is trendy.
What
He's
is
ahead of the curve having a flip phone.
It is. I have heard there's a big push towards let's get rid of these smartphones. They became too smart. We're spending too much time on them.
How are you going to film your TikToks then? Ooh.
I'm not saying I'm participating. I'm just saying that this is a trend.
That's how I feel about, dry January or giving things up in Lent. Like, I love it for other people, but I'm not ready to part with any of my vices.
Another train derails in Ohio. This is coming off a lot of trains derailing. Another one in Springfield, Ohio. Ohio seems to
So this is the second one.
The second one.
Norfolk Southern stock taking a massive hit this month. This one, the most recent one, didn't have any toxic chemicals on it though, so that's good. We're moving in the right direction.
Didn't have any of these on it.
Yeah, if a train derailed anywhere with that, our eyes would be watering. I think
We'd all be either dead or more alive than ever.
The Ohio Senator J.D. Vance had something to say where he said, leaders of this country have decided to disregard the people of East Palestine, Ohio, which is interesting because he likes to disregard many people's rights and to further hurt disenfranchised groups. So there's a little bit. Yeah, you like that one?
International Women's Day, bringing it out of you. Look at you.
It's the smelling salt. The Justice Department is trying to block the JetBlue-Spirit merger. They're saying it will be anti-competitive to customers and raise prices. But Serena, the one thing that I think will benefit everyone is just repainting those nasty yellow Spirit
They want to
Airlines
repaint
planes.
the Spirit planes, and I am
Thank
totally
God.
in favor of that. People can't even be poor anymore without there being a highlighter in the sky telling everybody that they're having the lowest fares of all time.
One thing that I think is interesting though is that the combined JetBlue and Spirit together, they would have 10% of the market share, right? But United has something like 15, and then the other top 3, 4, they have 17 each with American, Delta, and Southwest. So what do you guys think about that? Why are they picking on JetBlue and Spirit?
I don't know. I'm Delta for life.
The administration is anti-yellow.
Anti-yellow. Ooh.
Can we talk, while we're on planes though, all these people talk about, oh, this credit card has access to this lounge, the blah, blah, blah. If you don't have a private plane, and I just want to be direct, if you don't have a private plane, stop talking about airline benefits and these lounges and all that shit. You're riding it with the rest of us. It's just ridiculous.
Sit on the floor with everybody
What's
else.
wrong with a couple free drinks in the Amex
But don't
Platinum
make it your full personality. You know, that's people do that. I'm
sure the
points guy. I'm sure
guy,
he's interested
He's
in
going
having
to
a
be offended
cocktail
by your commentary here.
I openly challenge the points guy to a fight.
Snapchat stock.
that.
Can you not interrupt him?
Yeah, wow, come on.
There's
It's
an
not-
Adderall shortage.
Snapchat stock is surging due to a continued push from lawmakers to ban TikTok. Shares of Snapchat have increased a lot because I don't know when this is going to come out. It's up another 5% today. What do we think about Snapchat taking on TikTok, Serena?
Snapchat will never take on TikTok. Snapchat is for 15-year-olds and the perverts that want to talk.
Oh, you're not on Snapchat? Is that why you're not responding to my messages?
I am not on Snapchat.
I
bet you
Snapchat.
are.
What's that supposed to mean?
I like TikTok's response. I like TikTok's
Ban
response to this
TikTok.
story.
What's their response?
Any U.S. ban on TikTok is a ban on the export of American culture and values to the billion-plus
Hell
people
yeah.
who use our service worldwide. I love that. The
Yes,
export
American
of course it
values.
is the export of American values. What other fucking country has Alabama sorority rush talk? You think the Chinese can do that? That's why we're the biggest, baddest country there is. We'll never be defeated.
We got
ISIS
American
will never win.
values, thirst traps, diagnosing yourself with ADHD. That's what
I didn't
TikTok
do
is
that.
for, and that's what
A
America is.
medical professional diagnosed me with that.
Mark, why are you not on TikTok?
It gets too addicting, Brian. I would go, it'd be before bed, I'd just be scroll 3 hours later. It's I know McKaylee and everyone's sorority rush journey, and it's just it was time to mature, really.
Should the U.S. ban TikTok?
Yes, absolutely. Anything that the Chinese are using to learn about our exports of culture or just to further ingrain themselves into American society and take all our data, we should ban. I hate TikTok.
You're scared they're going to join your sorority.
No. I was a member of a fraternity.
But if you're wondering, This Week in Money is on Snapchat, so please tune in to us on Snapchat and on TikTok. We do not discriminate.
Guys, thank you so much for tuning in to This Week in Money.
We will see you next week, maybe, unless Mark does too much of the atomic rhinos. And we're also expecting an apology, so.
For what? Oh,
From them.
yes.
You really don't know.
I'm sorry, we can't start off with this drug. We should ban this.
We should ban this? That's it. Mm-hmm. And with that, thank you for tuning in to another episode of This Week in Money. I am Brian.
This Week in Money, I'm Mark Moran.
Serena.
See you again next week.
Next Week in Money. I'm good with this. I'm ready to game.